Hi families, my name is Holly Compton. I'm the district math coach for Manhattan Beach, and today we're going to look at a story problem that your kids are going to try out this week called a join start unknown. All right, this is where we start really increasing in difficulty. This is not a simple problem type, and your children probably will have some mistakes. So we are going to make sure that we have tools available. They don't have to be fancy. They could even be rocks or socks. Doesn't matter, just make sure we have some sort of tool for counting. Another thing that we're going to do is really focus on modeling with mathematics. That's actually one of our key standards. So kids need to really know how to show their thinking. Okay, so we're going to read the situation and I'm going to walk you through some strategies that might help your kids solve this story problem. All right, so here we go. Evan is playing a video game. He scored some points in the first game. Then he scored 8 more points in the next round. Now, Evan has a total of 20 points altogether. How many points did Evan score in the first game? All right, these are the number choices that your children will be able to choose from. I want to caution you not to push your kids here first, because what we really want kids to do is build a solid strategy. That's done with smaller numbers. Once they have a really good solid strategy down, then you move on and they can start trying the bigger numbers. So don't go here first. Even if they can do this, it really doesn't lend itself to having a nice strategy. So start here, then progress. Okay, so let's check this out. I'm going to ask the kids to tell me everything they know. So maybe they're going to say they know that there are 20 points at the end. Okay, so we might have them say that. They might say that in the second round, they know that 8 points were scored. And then at the end, the total amount, they might say 20 points were scored. And then this is really going to help them see we have to find the starting number. That's the one that's missing, which is not usually the case, right? So we're building in difficulty right now. So he scored some points in the first game. So we actually don't know how many points he solved in the first game. So you might want to ask your kids how they could organize their thinking. So they might organize this way. So the first round, we don't know. The second round, 8 points, total 20 points. The reason I'm saying you might want to have your kids organize is because I'm expecting almost everybody to say the answer is 28. Now, because they're going to join these two numbers together. If we have some sort of organization, they can see that the total is going to be 20. So the first round actually has to be less than 20. So that might help them. Here's another thing. We could draw a bar model. This is the modeling with mathematics. So here's the first round, and we don't know what it is. Here's the second round. We know that it's 8 points. And we know the total. The total is 20 points. Okay. As adults, I know you and I would do 20 minus 8 is 12. Your kids are going to cry, I promise you. They're not going to understand that because this has nothing to do with subtraction. They're thinking about the actions in their mind, and that is why this is called a join start unknown problem. So don't say, all you have to do is subtract 8 from 20 and that's your answer. They won't get it. All right, so they're going to think about if they have 20 at the end, and they know 8, so I'm going to break these off. 8 were scored in the first round, and then the rest were scored in the second round. Then the rest would have to be 12, right? So they're thinking about 8 plus what makes 20. So 8 plus what, which is 12, makes 20. So we are not showing them subtraction. We are thinking about this. That is what's going to make sense to them in their minds. So then they can say, okay, the first round would be, now I know it's going to be 12 points. And then at the end, we have to say, does that make sense? Because don't forget, a lot of them are going to make a mistake and say the answer is 28. So if they say 28, let them write 28 in. So let's say they say, all right, I know the answer. That was easy, 28. You're going to say, wait a minute. Can they have 28 points in the first round and then get some more points and then only have 20 points in the end? And then the alarms are going to go off and they're going to go, no, that can't be right. So it can't be 28. So then that's where these types of things come in, right? The tools, the modeling, the number sentence should help them see that the answer will have to be less than 20. All right, parents, I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.